Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to be talking about UFOs. Woohoo! Yeah, this is the first time in my channel I'm talking about UFOs, and I'll give you my thoughts. How many of you believe in UFOs? How many of you believe in extraterrestrial beings visiting us from another planet? Well, let's have a discussion, shall we? Personally, personally, I think it's all cap, and I'll explain why. So this shows all of the reported UFO sightings for the last 100 years or so, 1906 to 2014. Can you notice how United States is lit up like a Christmas tree, and then you got UK as well, and everywhere else in the world you got a few dots here and there. So are you trying to tell me that UFOs, when they come to visit planet Earth, they're only interested in visiting United States and UK? Can you believe how ridiculous that sounds, right? I mean, there's so many things to see around the world, and they have to go and visit USA or United Kingdom. I mean, come on, stop the cap right now. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous, and this kind of proves the point on why I think all of this UFO stuff is just it's just something uh, to basically put people off. I mean, right now, in the United States and the rest of the world, the economy is crap. Everybody's having a really bad time with cost of living. The inflation's going through the roof. People's lives are getting worse. And what do they put on Fox News and all of these other channels? UFOs. I know. Let's forget about the economy. Let's forget about the world, and let's talk about UFOs, shall we? And this is why I think this is all cap, guys, because end of the day, if you walk down the streets, who the hell cares? Is anyone like running around the streets saying, "Oh my God, we're all gonna die! Aliens are here! Oh my God, there's aliens!" Do you see people running around the streets talking about this? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. This guy is giving evidence in Congress. Nobody cares. There's more important things in the world to worry about. We as a human race might not even exist in another 10, 20 years. Somebody might, kick off a nuclear weapon somewhere, and then that's it. We're all we're absolutely destroyed. So nobody cares about aliens right now. There's way, way more important things going on around the world. I mean, and this picture is absolutely hilarious. So if I was an alien, I come to Earth, I come all the way billions and billions of light years away, and I come to planet Earth, and I decide to only visit America and the UK. The rest of the world doesn't matter, right? Rest of the world nobody cares about, not even aliens. This is just Hollywood shit, man. This is just Hollywood crap. This is this is why I think this is all cap. So, okay, you might say these are reported UFO sightings. So, there's probably more people reporting UFOs in United States and the UK. I don't know about you guys, but I've seen a lot of UFO sightings, and I studied it as well. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything remotely good to kind of prove that this is an actual alien spaceship. Because nowadays you can fake anything. You got Photoshop, you got After Effects. You can make anything look fake, right? You can put a fake UFO in a video, and it's really, really hard to distinguish between an original and something that's been tampered with. With the technology we have today, it's very, very difficult to kind of identify whether something's real or something's not. So here's my thing. I mean, look, end of the day, right? I'm not saying there aren't any aliens out there. I've studied astronomy, and I know more about the stars than a lot of people, a lot of geopolitics analysts out there. I've got my own telescope. I've studied the planets, I've studied the stars, and I can tell you that, for an alien spaceship to travel billions or trillions of light years to visit us, it's not easy. The amount of stress you put through your body. I mean, us as human beings, we can barely make it to the moon, let alone to Mars. The stress you put on the human body flying around in space. For example, you got to think about the cosmic radiation. You got to think about these really small asteroids that might hit your ship, million miles per hour. There's so many. It's a crazy place out there, space, and there's so much we still don't know about space, and there's so many unknowns. And for you to put your human body through that kind of stresses, and even if there's a technology which makes you go faster than light speed, nobody knows what kind of stresses that would put on a human body, let alone an alien body. I mean, we're talking about huge amounts of physics here. The worst case scenario, if they are like UFOs, the worst case scenario, aliens would probably send drones. But then again, they're not going to be stupid enough to send drones to planet Earth. I would probably say they would probably send some drones somewhere around our solar system, maybe disguised as an asteroid with a camera. Because as aliens, they don't want to be kind of found out. Or if they send a drone to planet Earth, something might happen. For example, the drone can be shot down, or maybe it might malfunction and you might fall into space, into Earth, and that's very, very dangerous. Because you got to think about what we would do in this situation. How we would react if we found an alien planet, say Proxima Centauri. We found out that there's life in Proxima B. I believe there's a planet called Proxima B. And if we found out there's life there, are we going to go and fly around in the atmosphere? Well, no, of course we're not. What we're going to do is probably set up, camera satellites around the planet and look at it from afar, because that's the responsible thing to do. I mean, look at satellite technology right now. You have satellites, Beidou systems, GPS. They can actually see, you know, what kind of books you are reading when you're walking down the street. They are very, very detailed. You can actually see what's going on. And these satellites are, remote sensing, and they can see ants sometimes walking, going along the street and stuff. So they are extremely powerful satellites and extremely powerful cameras. So if there was aliens that were kind of looking at us, they're not going to jump in a spaceship and come trillion miles away to see us. They'll probably send drones or satellite drones, and they'll probably spy at us from a distance where we can't notice them. I mean, that's probably the worst thing or the best thing that would happen. But for alien spaceships to be flying around the atmosphere, mainly around the US, mainly around the UK, I just don't believe it, guys. I mean, yeah, look, there must be aliens out there, right? Because there's trillions and trillions of galaxies with trillions of, planets. There must be another planet with the same sort of atmosphere as us and with intelligent life. I'm not disputing that. There might be even intelligent life only a few galaxies away from us, or there might be even life in our own solar system. I mean, there's a planet called Europa, which is an ice planet, and people are saying that beneath the ice there could be a huge ecosystem of living organisms. All we have to do is get through the ice, and we might find some huge surprises. So, I'm not disputing there's life out there. But the fact, I don't believe that aliens would be stupid enough to fly trillions and trillions of miles, light years, fly around in the Earth's atmosphere, chase around F-16s or F-35s, say, hey guys, look at us, hey, how are you? Then just fly off. I don't think they're stupid enough to do that. I mean, if they're more intelligent than us, they're not gonna cause all of this attention just for the sake of it. If they wanted to spy on us, they would spy on us from a distance. It's the same way we would spy on, on ants or something like that. We'd look at them in a distance. We're not going to go and interfere in their ecosystem. We would kind of set up cameras and look at how they're behaving and stuff. And that's how it would work. We're not going to be flying around in the outmosts and crawling around in tunnels and stuff like that. It doesn't work like that. So this is why I think it's all cap. I mean, this picture again just makes me laugh, where most of the reported sightings are in the US. I mean, people must be so paranoid over there. I mean, absolutely. So they see anything in the sky and they report it. It just doesn't make any sense, guys. Absolutely doesn't make any sense. So anyway, let me know what you think. I just think that all of this stuff, I think all of this stuff is
An
just a
employee told
huge.
Congress last week.
I just think all of this stuff is just kind of a way for the administration to kind of get people to talk about other subjects other than the economy and stuff like that. But this guy, I mean, if he knew the stuff he really knew, if he knew like secrets, he would never be allowed to come in front of the Congress and kind of reveal all of these secrets and stuff. So it just makes me think that all of this stuff is fake. If this guy really knew what he knew, they would basically stop him from coming in and giving evidence. I think it's because they know it's crap. Again, you can see like how a lot of stations are covering it as well, and people are not talking about it. People are not bothered. People are more bothered about getting their next paycheck and knowing whether they have enough food on the table and knowing whether they can feed their kids, knowing whether they'll have a roof over their heads over the next few months with all of these interest rate rises. People don't care about these UFOs, and it's just the wrong day and time and age. I mean, look at this picture, right? I mean, you see this little black dot flying around in speed. This thing can be easily faked. Yeah, I just don't believe all this stuff that's coming around. But you might have a different view from me. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think all of this is just a smokescreen for the Biden administration really destroying the economy and making American lives a misery, or do you actually believe all of this crap? Let me know in the comment section, and we can have a discussion. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you soon.